Hey there, shoppers. It's Amy, and today we are checking out the super popular PLAUD Note. This is a super tiny device, but it is incredibly powerful. This is a recording device that is discreet, convenient, easy to use, and it looks super sharp. But not only does it record, but it's also going to transcribe your most important meetings, classes, and phone calls. From that transcription, it's going to use AI to create mind maps, to give you ultimate suggestions and make summaries of all of your important things. So this is so incredible for students, for professionals. If you are a lawyer, if you're like me and you're in business and marketing, it's something that I literally use every day. So we're going to go over the aesthetics and just how this works. I'm going to give you a cool example of how it works in case you're trying to still get your mind around what this does. I'm going to tell you how I use this personally this week. And then we're going to talk about why you should use this over your phone. In case you're wondering, like, hey, my iPhone records, why wouldn't I use that? Well, there's several good reasons. And of course, we're going to talk about their privacy and how you can make sure that you can trust all of your sensitive information with PLAUD. So to kick this off, let's talk about how sleek, attractive, and convenient this is. First of all, it is so lightweight, it's like I can't even feel that I have it in my hand. It's the size almost exactly of a credit card, and I'll show you guys that for the comparison. And it fits really, really nicely on the back of your phone case or on your laptop. It's magnetic, and it even comes with this really cool leather case that makes it perfect for popping on the back of your phone. So you can use this to record and transcribe all of your important meetings on your phone. And again, with your laptop, you can do this for Zoom meetings or even your important classes to make studying that much easier. On top of all that, it has a nice little light right here to where you always know when you're doing things like recording or charging. It's nice and discreet, but it makes everything really clear for you as the user. So I'm really, really obsessed with this. It even fits right in my wallet, just like alongside my credit card, so I can take it with me anywhere. It's very, very convenient to use, and it's made of superior materials, and it just looks really, really nice. So now that we've talked about the look, let's talk about a real life example of how this works. So what I did for this is I went to YouTube, I found a random meeting. It's about 15 minutes long, and I just had the entire meeting recorded just by, pressing record on my PLAUD Note. And then I went into the app for PLAUD, and I had it transcribe. I've got the recording right there, so if I want to go back and actually listen, I can do that. But it also gives me a transcription of everything that was said. On top of just a transcription, it actually breaks down the different speakers for me. So that's really, really incredible. It'll have, speaker 1, speaker 2. If someone identifies themselves, saying like, oh, I'm Lucy and da 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 da, it will put Lucy right there and recognize her voice throughout the transcript. So it makes it really, really easy to know exactly what was going on. And of course, you can go in and post if there's just speaker 1 and speaker 2 and update this and say maybe speaker 1 is Bob, speaker 2 is Jack. And it just makes it very, very easy to follow the conversation as if it were a script, which is so much better than your typical transcription because it reads like what really happened, On top of all of that, then you can have the AI take that transcription and give you a summary of what exactly happened. So it's breaking down the transcription into really, really digestible chunks. So that way, say for example, you had this listen and record your chemistry class. It's going to come our way with the summary of everything that you need to know for the test and the most important points, rather than you having to read, 90 minutes of transcription. You can just get the summary and the most important things. Same thing for your business meeting, same thing for your consultation with a lawyer, or whatever important meeting or important hour happened, you can get that down into the summary that's the most important points. Then, probably my favorite part is the AI will actually give you action steps for the future. So what you need to think about doing in the future, the things that you need to get done, and maybe some points that you missed that could have made this meeting better that you should follow up on. So say, for example, you take this in a conversation with your doctor. The AI will actually give you suggestions for like, hey, maybe you missed this and you should follow up and talk about X, Y, and Z. Same thing if you are talking with your real estate agent, or maybe you're in a business meeting, or maybe you were talking, with your teacher or something like that. It will actually gives you not only your summary of everything, the most important things that you need to know. It's going to give you action steps of what you should do next. And it's also going to give you suggestions for things that you could do better or that would have made the meeting better. So you're always getting better and you're always getting great advice, and it is super, super seamless. So that's a cool example. To personalize that even more, you can see in the app that you're going to be able to create a mind map, which is really, really cool. It actually, for visual learners especially, it's going to give you different colors, and it's going to give you a really cool representation of exactly what happened in this meeting. And you can personalize that even further because you take the recording, you transcribe it, and then when you're going through that, you can choose what type of recording this is. So for example, if you're a real estate professional, or if you're in marketing, or if you're a lawyer, if you're a healthcare professional, if you are in construction, or whatever it might be, if this is a class and you are learning something, you're a student, you can break all of those things down, and you can break them down into exactly the type of meeting and the type of recording it was, and it gives you even more personalized instruction for your particular career field. So this is so perfect for so many professionals across so many different industries, and it really, really gets personal and down in there. For me, I love to use this whenever I have an important meeting. So for example, earlier this week, Monday, Adam and I had a work call with somebody that had a really cool business proposition for us. But naturally, before signing a big contract, we had a lot of questions and we had a lot of things going on. So I, of course, recorded with my PLAUD note, and that way I could go back and see the transcription. I could see the things that we asked and exactly what the answer was. So that way we didn't have to guess and go back through and be like, oh, what did he say about that? Or what was the time frame? Or what do we need to do? We had all of that summary already right there. No second question, no second guessing anything, no follow-ups. We had it all right there. And the AI even gave me suggestions to make that meeting better, and maybe things that I didn't even think about that I needed to follow up on before I signed that big contract. So this is so, so amazing in my business life. And it just is easy to incorporate because, again, it's so small and stylish. Pop it right on the back of your phone before a call, or right on your laptop before that Zoom meeting, and you are good to go. So, like I said, why not just use your phone? Well, the biggest thing for me personally is battery life. I'm always fighting for my life with my iPhone battery. I'm probably recharging it 2 or 3 times a day. So the last thing I want to do is drain my phone battery on recording, especially recording long conversations, because you know what? I could be using my phone for other things. This has incredible battery life. Like, you can record nonstop for dozens of hours. And when you're not recording, the standby life is like 60 hours or something crazy like that. It also charges up really quickly, so you can always have that recording power in a pinch really, really easy. So much better than using your phone. Plus, with the PLAUD, there's no interruptions. You don't have to worry about a phone call coming through or endless notifications or whatever else it might be on your phone, because all this does is just record. So you don't have to worry about any interruptions like you do with your phone. So in my opinion, I think this is so much better than using your phone, just for the convenience and battery life. But on top of that, it's obviously much more powerful because you get those personalized suggestions, summaries, and so much more. Also, you don't have to worry about your privacy. This stays offline until you upload it to your phone. So if, for example, this gets lost or stolen or something like that, you don't have to worry. No one has access to your data without you actually uploading it to your phone. and everything is encrypted, and it's on a service. I believe it's actually the AWS cloud service. So it's something that you know and trust, and that way you don't have to worry about any data breaches or anything like that. Just making sure that all of your data is super, super secure and private. Overall, I love the PLAUD Note. I think it is so good for me personally, but it's also so great for so many different people. If you're a student, this is a huge game changer. It's going to literally change your academic life. If you are any kind of business professional, whether you're in the medical field, if you're a lawyer, if you're in construction, if you're in, marketing like I am, this is going to be a huge game changer for you. I absolutely love this one. I know that you guys are going to love it as well. I'm going to put all of the information and links and all that good stuff in the description below. I highly, highly encourage you to go ahead and check it out and get to shopping. Adios, amigos.